Welcome to another episode of The Breaking Wing.
Breaking Win.
That
Breaking
sounded
Win.
like
Where
wing.
we fought into the mics and you listen to us.
I wish we could.
Yeah.
But I always forget. I always let my guests out before I come in.
You should hold it in actually.
I can't.
Hold in your farts until you enter the studio.
Yeah, but you know that there's that one portion where if you hold it in too long, right, you don't know if you're letting out gas or the actual thing.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Yeah, it's quite dangerous. Yeah, yes, exactly.
I get what you mean.
So you know, like it could be like from breaking wind to like breaking shit. Like straight away, like then it's like
You know, is that kind that you gotta really like squeeze your butt cheeks together,
Yeah.
and then you gotta slowly let out whatever that you think is coming out, and hope that it's wind.
Yeah, you just yeah.
And
So
nothing touches cloth.
Then you create this high pitched little like whistle.
Yeah.
You know how they say silent but deadly, but I think that one's worse.
I think that one is
That's like a prelude.
that's like code 5.
That's like the turtle trying his best to get out of his own shell.
Yeah. And then
Like,
be like, nope, we're
snapping
not ready
turtle.
yet. We need to be on the seat, on the toilet seat.
Yep, and then easily white shirts, white pants, brown.
But you have brown, you have dark color pants.
yeah,
you can
I've
get away with
I've
it.
taken
Yeah.
out to doing that. It's like a precaution.
I'm having red pants. I'm wearing red pants right now, so
Mhm.
you can't see my
If you're
period
bleeding.
when it leaks.
Demon's the only one that's in danger actually.
Yeah,
Why?
Your pants could still be stained.
Yes.
yeah.
But you're about to say that, but bros, I have better bowel movements than you. Bowel
No,
control.
I would never say that.
yeah.
Because I've shed like 4 times today. So
What? 4? Is it diarrhea or what?
no, I had Mexican food yesterday.
Oh, I was
so
mistaken. I was
Ah,
mistaken.
Lots
his,
of beans.
His pants
Beans?
were white.
Right.
Yeah, and this now it has been
They were white.
stain dyed.
Now
Right,
they're
right.
dyed to a natural color of greenish.
So instead of washing your
it's-
pants in detergent, you just wash it with shit lah,
yeah.
to get into that color.
And whatever discoloration that this pants has gone through, I just call it vintage.
Fortification.
Back to the 1970s.
Adding character and patina.
Yeah. The good old days. The good old
The
days.
good old days.
Yeah, when fashion was more fashionable than in
Why, is
2021.
this patina only for leather goods and watches? No.
It's whatever you can get to that color.
There was a fad, right, where people were buying fake vintage T-shirts,
Yeah.
like T-shirts which looked vintage, but they weren't. They were actually just like forcefully made in such a manner.
I think the fad is still ongoing lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's still hipsters who are still looking for all this kind of shit.
Yes.
In like Arab Street or Haji Lane and that kind of places.
Stop calling them out, man. One only people like hipster. All those people that walk down that
But
street
actually,
just-
they're not
why people
buying
get
those
lost?
stuff there. They're
Right.
not buying them there. They're just hanging around there.
They're hanging around there with
Near the murals.
with the skateboards
Yeah.
and their fucking Polaroid cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure each of us know at least one person like that.
Oh.
I it's my truth today that I thought Josiah was a hipster when I first met him.
Really?
Yeah,
Seriously.
with the glasses, and it's like, oh, this guy's gonna be
With the horn rimmed
like-
glasses.
Yeah, but hipsters have no money to smoke Marlboro Reds.
Yeah. Paul Mall.
Paul Mall, cheaper version.
Paul Mall L&M.
Yeah.
Little did I know he was just trying to infiltrate their ranks and destroy them from within.
Exactly.
Yes,
I'm an infiltrator.
infiltrator.
Like our next story, and how he got leaked must be an infiltrator in Boon Lay.
Actually, it was not really leaked, lah.
Right.
Right, because there were more than 200 people there, and they were chanting and making noises and like saying gang slogans. Eventually, then they were chanting the same thing that would be chanted when a funeral procession
Right.
happens. A Hindu funeral procession actually happens. By then, I think the entire estate
Yeah.
was like, "What is going on here?"
Yeah. Let us whip out our camera phones and take videos.
Yeah, there were, and it was actually really interesting. Like, if you can speak or understand Tamil, it would be way more interesting. So
Right.
let's just go straight into the hole with this story, and
Yes.
straight into the lobang with this story.
Let's do it.
So, I think Mothership,
Yeah.
as
and
usual.
as usual,
Yep.
being the forerunners of breaking news
Yeah.
in Singapore,
The truth seekers.
the Truth Seekers, they released an article where they had pictures. I think the videos were circulating on Facebook before that, right?
Yeah.
So
The procession was happening.
In Boon Lay,
Right.
and it was a procession during a funeral,
Right.
and it was an Indian funeral. You could tell that it was an Indian funeral because there were Indians in the video.
Over 100 Indians.
200 apparently.
200.
200,
Holy
right?
shit.
So they were loud. They were all bunched up.
And they were chanting.
They were chanting slogans
Yeah,
and shit like that.
Look at us, you know.
Yes, they were
this
doing
is
all sorts of funky shit
gang
with the
sign.
coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the coffin as well. And eventually, the authorities got hold of the footages and they arrested. I think on that day itself, they arrested like 15 people,
Yeah,
if
but
I'm not wrong.
Because
Right.
I don't think all 200 came up were like really associated with gangs per se. I think they were just along, like out of loyalty. Because I think this guy was a significant part in their group.
Yeah,
Somehow.
okay,
Some rumors
yeah.
have it that he's a leader of said gang.
Yes. So
Quite early age to go by. though.
43.
43 years old.
43, a father of 5.
Yeah,
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
It's scary
So-
for me to think that's only 10
His
years
seed
away.
is strong. His seed is
Seed
strong.
is strong.
Yeah.
Okay, so 15 people were arrested, and immediately, like, people were like, "What the fuck is this, man? Like, this is like flagrant
Disregard
disregard
everything.
for
None of
any
them were
of
wearing
the-
masks.
Yeah, most of them weren't wearing masks.
Right.
Right. So there were only like 2 videos. One was showing them like going around the estate with the coffin,
Yeah.
and another video was like, I think where it's like a centralized area in the estate.
Right.
I think where like it's meant for funerals or like occasions, like things for the residents to organize that lah.
Yeah.
So it was covered and all, and they were like rocking the coffin,
Right.
right? So it was mimicking what like a Hindu ceremony in temples,
Right.
where they will bring out the deity and they will like rock the deity like as if like
No,
they're putting the deity to sleep and
to
stuff
me,
like
they
that.
should have gotten a stronger four strong people, then keep them 1 meter apart from each other to hold that coffin.
Yeah, but no,
Ish.
that is totally something different lah. That one we will get into it after this.
Mhm.
So all of that, and people started releasing their own videos. That was when,
Yeah.
like people were like, oh, okay, this is what's happening, because when people started hearing the gang slogans, they were like,
Yeah.
okay, all right, we understand what is going on here.
Yeah.
And there was a very short video clip under a minute, like
Right.
50 something seconds, where a girl is actually taking the video, and she is standing quite far away,
Yeah.
and she can see. So in the video, you can see the things happening at that like events area.
Is it the one where they're carrying the coffin?
The coffin and like
underneath the not underneath the void deck, but just in
it's
front
like
of
the
a
sheltered
HDB.
area. It's like at a sheltered area.
Right.
Right? So they are like carrying and they are like doing like a lullaby thing for
Yeah.
the coffin and all this kind of shit lah. And she is like telling to another girl,
Yeah.
hey, like what is this? What is it? Then like suddenly it's like, hey, where's our father?
Right.
Or where's my father?
Yeah.
Then she was like, hey, mom said can't allow him to go in there. Like can't allow him to go in there.
All this is in Tamil.
Half English, half Tamil. So it's like, hey, cannot. Where is he? Then like eventually the other girl was like, no, there, he's there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's not inside. Okay, he's outside. Okay. So they are like watching this and like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on? And then eventually it strikes her that, hey, shit, my dad is over here. Right? Where is he?
Right.
So she didn't want the dad to get involved in any of it. And then there was another video where they actually showed fights happening.
Oh shit!
Right?
I didn't
so
see that.
yeah, so I'm not sure whether it was after the funeral
Right.
or the night before the funeral,
Right.
right? And the video was taken from upstairs. So a resident actually took the video.
Right.
And as you like watch the first like few seconds, you like no one is talking. Then eventually you hear a voice calling the cops.
Right.
And it's Indian lady.
Yeah.
Calls the cops and says that there are people fighting. There's a funeral and people are fighting below the deck. Void
Holy
deck.
shit!
Yeah, can you please come?
Wait, in the video, how many people were fighting?
Quite a number.
Really?
Yeah, and then there are people trying to stop
Right, right.
rival gangs lah.
Yeah, I
or,
don't know
or,
whether it's rival gangs or
or,
what.
or people who had dispute or
Because you can't really hear what is being said below, but you can hear commotion.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then like you can hear like the lady say, yeah, I don't want to tell my name or what. Just come and like sort out this situation.
deal with them.
Yeah, it was like wow. Like
Jesus
what the
Christ.
hell is going on? Yeah, and we covered like such a thing last year, where the exact same shit happened in Marine Parade,
Right.
in Marine Terrace.
Yeah, yeah. We did.
And that one had longer video clips of them like going on a procession on the road,
yeah.
shouting gang slogans again, not wearing masks, drinking beer on the way, all
Yeah.
this kind of nonsense lah.
Was it the one that you said there's this lady, a woman pushing a pram with like
No, that one Taipusam.
Oh, right, different.
Pushing a pram? Oh shit!
No, with Heineken
Carlsberg. Carlsberg with
A
straws.
A pram?
Long can
A pram
Carlsberg.
with
is-
beer.
Yeah.
Oh
So
shit!
you know the cup holders.
Yeah,
on the
instead
pram
of milk
is-
bottles, it's a tall can of Carlsberg.
Instead of an actual baby.
No,
No, the baby is in there.
What? There's a baby
With
in
the
the pram,
beer.
Yeah, then you know the handle. There are like cup holders on the handle.
which is supposed to be like either water or
milk.
like or baby milk, right? Or
Yeah.
baby powder milk or whatever shit, or breast milk.
or any form of motherly love.
Yes.
This one is you got to start the baby early.
You gotta start the baby early.
Let's
Get
feed
to
the
know,
baby some Carlsberg.
Your dad was drunk when he was 4. You have to live up to long.
Yeah, do you know
long
how
things.
you came about, honey? Yeah,
Yeah.
your dad drank this Carlsberg and he fucked me.
Do you
and
know
now
why
you're
you?
here.
Do you know why you have 16 siblings? Because of this.
Yeah, because of
I
Carlsberg.
started young.
Carlsberg.
Carlsberg, daughter of Baron Strongbrew.
So
it's
wait, so this when the police arrested the 15 or 16 people,
15 people, if
15
I'm not
people,
wrong.
I
yeah.
assume that they're all gang related.
It was gang related.
It wasn't so much for the safe distancing and no mask.
yeah,
kind of
it
shit.
was not for that. I think the primary thing was gang related.
I mean, it's pretty hard lah because all 200 of them were flouting that.
Not
that,
all
that
200 because there were some
people
who
were
were
straying
like,
behind.
Yeah,
way
they
behind.
were
so
like
they were
yeah.
keeping their distance.
Yeah, they were
Because
keeping their
to me,
distance.
if you look at the whole thing, right, the only one that was keeping to that rule, right, was the one in the coffin. This.
There's because that person was like straight in the center lah. You're talking about the center of attention, isolated.
No, isolated. He was in an isolated room by himself. In a sense, he's the only one keeping to that rule.
To
Yeah.
safe distancing.
Yeah.
No, but like the rest of them were like there were like don't know how many people carrying the coffin,
Yeah.
and there were don't know how many people surrounding the people the pallbearers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It
so
was
the
like too
carrying
many.
carrying the coffin
Yeah.
already. They're already breaking that rule. They're not really apart from.
I actually don't know what restrictions they have on that.
Is it maximum of 50 or something?
No,
20
20, yeah.
people at the funeral.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know about the pallbearing part. I don't know about the bearing.
I think there are already more than 20 people
Yeah.
around the coffin.
I don't know about the.
Yeah, easily.
Easy.
I think
easy.
as long as they wear masks.
Dude,
I
the
think
family
that should
members
be
there are 5 already.
Oh, yeah.
But it's 50. If I'm not wrong, under the current rules, it's 50
Is it?
people.
Okay.
50 or 100 people. Even
No,
at
but
funeral.
like they need like pre-event testing or
Yes,
some
Yeah.
other shit.
yes.
Like
So, no, sorry, 50 for big, like even weddings and all that. I think it's 50, and then anything more than that, they have to get.
pre-event testing.
Yeah.
And then it might
But-
can go up to 100.
But
if
to
I'm
be
not-
fair, from that funeral that one video that I saw,
yeah.
the most of the people trailing behind were like families though with kids and like you can see like
Yeah, that's why.
people
yeah,
who weren't
those people didn't want to get into trouble.
yeah, but people who weren't those who were shouting gang slogans and were those in front and around the coffin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I feel that there are people who be like, okay, I know this person, I
But keep out
want to
this-
respect him, but I don't want to be part of the whole thing,
Yeah.
you know. And then yeah.
I mean, on the positive side, you can say that this guy was well loved.
Yeah. Probably. That's safe to assume.
Well loved, and
I don't think it's safe to assume lah.
I mean, he gave out a lot of love, like a lot of love. He had like 5 kids, right?
Yeah, but that
So that's a lot of
You
love
don't need to
given
love to have a kid lah.
And that's
Wait, do we know how he passed away?
That one we can't discuss here lah.
we
Oh,
cannot
I-
discuss.
yeah, that one.
Because we
can discuss later, but not now.
We don't have
Okay.
solid evidence also.
Yeah, because there was no information was put out about how the guy died. Nothing.
Yeah,
lah.
and who is
Right.
actually we assume that he's the leader, but he could just be the favorite member of that group.
Yeah.
Like he could be
True.
Charlie, and then it's like Charlie's, hey, Charlie's so funny, you know. Every time we have a dispute, you know, our big boss is fighting each other. He comes in and say, hey, everyone relax. Let's just chill, have some coffee. He tells a joke, everyone laughs. It's like Charlie's such a good guy. No, if you ever die, 200 of us are just going to for your funeral, and we're gonna like
Yeah.
chant your favorite numbers. What's your favorite number? Again? Oh, it's 3, 6, and 9. I just like like those three numbers. I don't know why. They just flow.
Yeah.
They just flow.
It's
I
when you
just
want to
like
buy
how
40. When you
yeah,
buy
it's
when you
like,
want to buy
oh,
40.
those are your favorite numbers. Yeah, yeah. When they multiply each other and
Yeah.
divide, it's like they're perfect for each other. 3, 6, 9 is a growing. It represents growth for me. You know, it's one step above. I just love those numbers. Chant those
You
numbers.
like the symmetry. You
The
like
symmetry.
the perfect
Yeah.
distance, the intervals
Yes.
between those numbers.
It's
It's-
a multiples of 3.
It's
multiples of
perfectly
three.
Yeah.
3, and those 3 numbers are and 6 and 9 is interchangeable. You turn upside down, 6 looks like 9, 9 looks like 6. 3
Yeah.
in between them, they're only different by 3. Perfect numbers. Just chant them to your heart's content
And
the whole way.
and also 69 is a fun
It's a fun number.
it's a fun position to be in.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a fun
And
position to be in.
Just disclaimer, I don't know what they chanted. I don't know the gang slogans they chanted. So to me, it could have been misconstrued. Those could be his favorite numbers. He could be a math. I don't know what you call a mathophile. Is it someone who likes numbers? A numerical.
I think that can be easily
Uh,
answered. The
number
answer
file.
is no.
Number 4, I think number 4.
number file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
he just loves those numbers, and that's
Yeah.
what he wanted.
Yeah,
In his will, he just
munch on these numbers. Another 14 people were arrested the following day.
Oh.
Within the following few days, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, add that to those numbers, and I'm pretty sure in the coming days, more and more people would be.
I think the final
rained up.
number might be.
And then you will have more people
69.
being charged for breaking the whatever safe distancing
Oh yeah, for
measures
sure,
and
for
all
sure.
this kind of shit
Yeah,
lah.
for sure.
Because there will be people
But
with
what-
their
what's the
Trace
fine?
Together app active, their token active,
No, but
and then
what's
it's like easy.
what's the
Yeah.
fine for not wearing your mask?
300,
300, right? 300, yeah.
300.
300.
3.
Yeah.
He loved it.
3.
He probably put
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
See, you never know.
But I think
Multiples of
I
3.
think they will get
Suppose.
fined way more than that lah.
Maybe.
Like those people like blatantly like disregarding it. They might
No,
be
because the thing is that this isn't the start of a pandemic. This isn't the way beginning. They've been through CB. They know what it is. So them doing this right is a
Yeah.
blatant disregard.
yes.
It's a finger to the law saying, "Fuck all you lah. This guy is more important than all your little rules."
Exactly. So I went to Little India to buy food on
Yeah.
Friday, right? So I was inside ordering the food and waiting to collect it, and my dad was like waiting right next to the car. And when I was like paying for the food and coming out, I saw a man like talking to my dad like super passionately, and I've like never seen this man before. I was like, oh, who's this? Like, what are you talking about? So as I got closer, my dad was like, oh yeah, my son is here. This is my son. And okay, we're gonna leave. Oh, okay, see you. See you. And when we got into the car, my dad was like, yeah, this man just like broke down the entire situation in Boon Lay. He was like, have you seen any dumber people than these guys?
Huh.
Then he was like, have you seen Chinese gangsters do this kind of shit at a Chinese funeral? Do you see Malay gangsters doing that kind of shit at a Malay funeral? No. These Indians are the only dumb fucks. And that was coming from an Indian guy who was explaining it to another Indian man. He was like, what are these dumb fucks doing? It's like saying, come, catch me. Please come and catch me. Like,
Because I don't give a fuck. The thing is that maybe it's more ballsy to think about it. Like they want to show their bravado, the bravado. They want to showcase it. They say like, we don't give a shit. Arrest me.
but you see, this is the same thing. These kind of shits, right? It always happens. It used to always happen during Taipusam. And there's another festival at Yishun.
Yeah.
At a temple at Yishun
Ah.
called Panguni Utram.
Wait,
Which is
it
in March, end of March,
is it Ping?
early
Is
Huh?
it near where? Is it near Khatib Camp?
no.
Okay.
It's further down. It's in between Yishun and Sembawang.
Sembawang.
You know the MRT,
Ah.
the train tracks, the Yishun
Yeah.
Industrial
Ah,
Area.
okay. I think it's
Yes.
somewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like these festivals usually pulls all these people in lah. The people that we've been talking about at Boon Lay.
Yeah.
These degenerates. even though they are not involved in the religious aspect of it,
Yeah.
they do come down.
It's showboating, lah.
Yeah, it's showboating.
I
So
think it's
they'll be
showboating.
No,
there.
but they can't just appear at any funeral, right? The guy has they have to know the person.
Yes.
who's
No, and in this
the
particular
deceased, the deceased.
funeral,
Yeah.
it is what happened in Marine Terrace, lah.
Yeah.
So these guys were doing the same thing. Like even the Taipusam and all, right? They don't come there just for nothing. They would have like someone in their gang or someone that they know might be participating.
Yeah.
So the entire group comes in,
Yeah.
right? And then they will bring in illegal instruments, fucking horrible, like don't know where they got a bass drum,
Yeah.
like a snare drum, a tom, whatever, timbales, whatever shit, and they'll be playing it.
And these are the people that spoil the reputation for
Yes.
for like
Yes,
Yeah.
bongos, like
Yeah.
fucking cowbells,
yeah.
whistles, and like
Oh, you can never get enough of cowbells, though.
no, you can, you can, especially in this. So like like these people come and create chaos,
Yeah.
and then the government or the organizing committee says that no, we can't have music
Yeah.
because of these clowns.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I think we can't have noise.
Yeah,
Not
No, we can't have music because if we allow like people to play music,
Yeah.
so you have people who will bring the legit
Those kind of
instruments
things,
and everything
Yeah.
and do it seriously, and then you have these clowns doing it.
And then these clowns will be playing to like
These-
1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yes, and they don't give a fuck. You tell them to stop, they won't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will start.
They're probably all
arguing.
drunk.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
kind of shit.
So
The,
that's
the
where
same
it should
scenario,
come
the
from.
one, the pram with the cans.
Yeah.
It's these kind of people,
Yeah.
right?
But I mean, we are being quite harsh to her, lah. Maybe she had a tough, raising a kid is not easily. It's not easy.
No, but I'm not saying that it was the mother who was drinking.
right.
It could have been parked there for the father,
Yeah, but
or for her boyfriend,
yeah.
or for whoever who's eventually going to molest the kids. You don't know.
Yeah, maybe she's studying for a PhD and she has a kid on the way.
I highly
She's
doubt that.
stressed.
Highly doubt that.
She needs a drink to relax.
I
her
highly
mind.
doubt that.
Hey,
You
could
know,
be
We
chemical.
don't know. We don't know. I'm saying we don't know, right?
Chemically, chemical engineering.
Yeah, she might be studying a
profession.
PhD in chemical engineering, microbiology.
Wants to
No.
refine
Who knows?
the alcohol to such a precise level
Yeah.
that she
And then
knows
her
to-
husband is partaking in Taipusam and he's like, you take care of the kids. Like, oh, fuck. Now I need something to just calm my
That
mind.
doesn't
and then
happen.
and then she just buys Carlsberg.
No refined person will ever drink beer out of a long can, still in a 7-Eleven plastic bag with straws.
They do it like this.
Now that you paint the picture, she's a fucking degenerate.
These are vaccines.
They'll
Yeah.
do it like this.
These are
And-
vaccines.
And you know,
Sometimes- yeah,
and,
they
and you
do
know who else is a degenerate, or which part of the in America has turned into degenerate land? San
Oh,
Francisco.
San Francisco,
I
but
thought it was
we
the
will
whole
just
country,
end the Boon Lay thing,
Yeah.
right? Those were degenerates. They
Yeah.
deserve whatever comes their way,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Whatever race, whatever.
This
shit.
is what you get
Yeah.
for
this,
showboating.
this is what you get.
This
You're-
is what you get for showboating.
and no one would say that secret societies are desirable.
No one.
Not that we know of.
No one, and
Yeah.
and you proved nothing there. Nothing was proven.
Unless they
there.
want to sponsor us.
No, but not.
No, the sponsorship will come with caveats. So no.
Yeah, I'm not pushing a pram with beer. I'm not pushing a pram with beer and someone else's kid.
You'll never be seen with a can of Carlsberg.
No.
Yeah.
Well, unless they sponsor
long
Liverpool
can
again.
still in a 7-Eleven plastic
Yeah,
bag
it depends.
with a straw.
If they reconsider sponsoring Liverpool again, maybe I'll just do it.
They are still sponsoring
Still?
Liverpool. Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
Small.
No, it's not on the jersey because they have not paid enough money.
That's why. Pay more money, Carlsberg.
Shall we not talk about losers and then move on to winners?
Winners.
And the winners is San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Do you actually think San Francisco is
San Francisco is winning the life, the
well,
way of
San
life.
Francisco was supposed to be progressive, right? They're supposed to be like this state where they accept
technically-
everything,
Technically, they are.
So-
I think they are one of the most.
accepting of everything, right?
No, they are the most gay-friendly city
Well,
in America.
See, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But now they become shoplifting friendly as well.
They're the shoplifting city of the world.
Actually,
Correct.
San Francisco has
Yeah.
got quite a number of problems, because of like Silicon Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So housing in San Francisco has skyrocketed,
Gone through the roof.
gone through the roof. So like ridiculously small living spaces are now like really ridiculously priced.
So like
Yeah.
Hong Kong, but
Yeah,
but,
it's becoming as bad as Hong
but
Kong.
weird because San Francisco is way bigger. So Hong Kong actually has a reason for why the
Yeah.
prices
yeah,
skyrocket. Land
yeah.
limitation, but San Francisco is just because of money.
Yeah, but people do
high
not
tea.
want to live in certain parts of that area, like the greater San Francisco area. So you got San Francisco, the main town, and then you've got the bridge. I think the Golden Gate Bridge, right? Or
Yeah.
there's another bridge, and then that leads to Oakland,
Right.
California,
Yeah.
right? So Oakland is like filled with black people,
Right.
according to the detractors, like they're like Oakland, crime skyrocketed, like such a bad place to live and everything. So people want to live in the nicer parts.
Right. Right.
So San Francisco town is like really hard to live in,
Super expensive lah.
super expensive. And then you got the people from Silicon Valley coming in. They're getting paid like shit tons, so they can afford.
Right.
So the people who have been living in San Francisco have like, if they didn't have their own house, it's like time to fuck off.
Yeah.
So the landlords are like, no, I can't. You're paying me too low. So it's like that is bad. But what is happening now? It's interesting.
Very interesting though. I
It's
think it's a
interesting.
social experiment that
Well,
that
I
we
might
want that we desire for it to carry on going,
Mm.
so that we can see the outcome, the real
Mm.
outcome.
Mm.
I retract that. I might be wrong about that. It looks like San Francisco is still smaller than Hong Kong.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm wrong.
Really?
Yeah, because
it's a
it's a
city.
small little it's a small little tiny little area. I don't think that's
What's the land area? Square kilometers.
I don't know.
Square mile or
It
whatever.
looks small. That's all of it.
Yeah,
That's all of it. That's just that one thing. I in my mind I thought it was like this whole long little thing, but now that I zoom in on it, San Francisco is just a really small place. That's all it is. Right,
Right.
next to Alcatraz.
yeah. Alcatraz.
Oh,
is, yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Very interesting thing about USA. They have all these little quaint little things that shouldn't matter
Right.
and don't matter much. But then when they come up with horrendous little policies like the one we're gonna cover, we just have to highlight them, because they just decriminalize petty theft, which is anything below the value of $950.
No, I wouldn't say decriminalize. That's not the right term. Or if they are using it,
Yeah, then
it's
they're using the
actually
wrong term.
not the right term as well.
Right.
They have lowered the severity of the crime.
Yes.
So petty theft is no longer a felony,
right.
right? So now it's moved down to a misdemeanor.
And a misdemeanor. There's no such thing as misdemeanor in Singapore, right?
No,
Right.
everything
Okay.
is a demeanor.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything is.
So wait, would a misdemeanor constitute like jaywalking?
I'm not too sure.
no, this only covers theft. Like all the.
No, I mean
like-
in Singapore. In Singapore.
Oh,
No, in Singapore there are no misdemeanors.
But jaywalking technically you can get a fine.
Yeah, you can get a fine, and you have no. I don't know whether you'll get a record or like they
Right.
will keep note of it.
Right.
Yeah.
But no one actually gives a fuck lah if you jaywalk, right? I don't think. Do you know anyone who got a fine for jaywalking in Singapore?
No, I don't personally know anyone
No.
who
Yeah.
got a fine.
I jaywalked in front of a police car
Yeah. I know people who get fined for like littering lah,
and they slowed down.
and like cigarette butts.
No, but littering and cigarette, like throwing a cigarette butts, that's enforced by NEA,
not really by the police, right?
not by the police,
Oh yeah.
right?
They have bigger shit to worry about.
So what usually might happen is that the NEA fines you once, and then if you do it again, your name will be in the records.
And you have to serve like community service. And that
Yes,
kind of
so
shit.
they will escalate the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they are holding some form of records, then that means they are keeping track lah. They have like a 3-strike rule or whatever.
Yeah. So a misdemeanor means that you will never get on your record.
Yeah, you won't have a criminal record with that.
Ah, okay. So you can shoplift up to $950 or it's $980
$980, $940.
for just below $1,000.
Yeah.
And you can get away scot free, basically.
Not scot free. not scot
They'll
free.
just take note,
Right.
like, oh, you stole some stuff, but we're not going to do anything to you. We'll just slap you with a warning
Right.
and
No,
don't
like,
do it
but
again.
if you read the whatever laws they have now,
Yeah.
you can still be sentenced to jail,
Right.
right? Under that, but that is like the most severe sentence that the judge can give under that provision,
Okay.
right? So the most lenient is like community service,
Right.
restitution, all those kind of things, and then you go like below, then you're like, oh, okay, like more severe community service, and then eventually you see right at the end is like, okay, few months in jail or few weeks in jail, something like that.
Right.
So it's like, is it like a more of a thing that it's there but they're not enforcing it,
Right.
right? Because the articles that we read and the videos that became viral
Yeah.
over the past like week or so, it shows the guy stealing things from Walgreens, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Walgreens, like he's just loading up a black trash bag.
With alcohol, right?
Was it alcohol?
Or food and I don't know.
I don't know if it's food. I think it might be like products that he could sell later.
Groceries and grocery shit.
It didn't look like groceries.
Really?
No, it was like if I don't know, that portion looks like something. If you go Guardian Pharmacy, right, it looks like one of those places that sells like maybe facial wash and all that.
Yeah.
To me, like,
Oh, okay.
but I read up. I think it's Proposition 47, so it just recategorize some non-violent offences as misdemeanors instead of felonies.
Which in this case is shoplifting, lah.
So there's no violence incurred. So they're saying anything below $950
Without violence.
Without violence is it's not is classified as misdemeanors.
Right.
So that's why there was a spike. So the guy can steal the thing, but it's just a misdemeanor. So you can't prosecute me. Probably not arrest me. You just have to let me go and say, hey, warning.
Yeah.
But I don't really know how things work over there because it's always wonky. They can change it anytime they want. This thing might be just an experiment for them, just to see how it goes. See how.
True.
I think it's going pretty bad.
I think it's gonna be. I think the homeless people in California will be happy though.
Well, no,
Everyone will be moving to San Francisco because they can have like free reign in like supermarkets.
I'm just wondering why 950. Why do they have this thing about not
They just-
setting round numbers? Like why not 1,000? Why 950? Why not 900? Why $950?
I don't know, man.
I'm guessing there's a politician out there whose son only steals in that amount. Like he only steals 949.
Yeah.
He only likes the number 949.
Or how about like $999?
Yeah, no, and he has a thing about stealing a 969. So 950
Yeah.
will prevent him from stealing anything at all.
True.
I
True.
don't know because I'm looking at it and everything is 950. Shoplifting 950. Grand theft 950. Receiving stolen property 950.
Wait, how
Forgery-
can grand theft be $950? Are there cars worth below $1,000?
I get no.
No,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Second-hand cars.
like really old cars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They have the life over there. Over here, 950. You know what you can get in a car?
You can't get a tire.
Yeah, you can't even get. You can get two wheels, maybe, two poor quality wheels. But that's all.
Can you even get a brake pad, dude, for $950? in
No,
Singapore?
you can get the wheels without the car. You just take the wheels, put on your things like that.
Yeah.
So fraud 950, writing a bad check 950, personal use. So writing a bad check and shoplifting now same kind of crime. So you write a
Yeah.
bad check 950, misdemeanor.
What if the bad check is for $900?
Well, what if the guy
And then-
steals $950, then write a back check to try to
Right.
clear it? Like, what happens now? And then uses a false name, fraud, and then forges the signature, forgery, the whole thing. Personal use of most illegal drug. He did all this while under the influence of heroin, and then he did it in the car that he stole.
What if you sign a bad check for $20 under the influence of fentanyl?
I mean, does it stack? It doesn't have to be 950, but does it all stack?
They'll bring you in and then they'll give you proper heroin.
So how does it go? He shoplifts $50 worth of Panadol
Yeah.
in a stolen car that was received which leads up now to $200 and $300 respectively. He forged the bad check, and he used the silly name. So all this, if it all just adds up to 949
Yeah, you're fine.
misdemeanor, even
Right.
though he committed the entire list.
You just have to wear a fucking high vest jacket and then pick up trash in the community. And then you're
Mm.
like, all right, you're good. Don't
Yeah.
do this again, sir.
If you get caught, lah.
If you
caught,
get-
If you get caught.
If
any
you
of the
get
security guards
caught-
actually want to do their job and fucking enforce the law.
And this whole thing was endorsed by the editorial board of the New York Times
Yeah. I mean,
because it praised it as a way to reduce overcrowding in the state's prison.
yeah. So I think what on the backlash that has happened in San Francisco is that a lot of supermarkets have actually closed the doors, right? And they want to move out
Yeah.
of the city to somewhere else.
Which makes sense, lah.
Yeah, because they're going to lose business. They're going to lose money.
They're thinking that we don't want to send people who are committing crime to prison because there's too much people in prison. We don't want, like, you know how their reasoning is there's too many people going to prison. We want to reduce that. How? By raising the limit of what crime is. That's their reasoning. Like there's too many people going in, and that's because we're making everyone like criminals. So let's like raise the bar of what it qualifies you as a criminal, so we don't have to send you to prison. That's their thinking. If they're gonna go down, if the New York Times, if what I'm understanding from that line is, that's how they're going about it.
Right.
Wow. I don't get it how a first world country like them can think in ways like this. That their way of reducing an overcrowding population in prison is to raise the standard of what a criminal is.
Mm.
So
But you
so you
also
allow more crimes to go past the radar because you're saying that you should raise the level of what a crime is,
Mhm.
so we don't send more people to prison.
No, but you also got to keep in mind the state that you're talking about. It's California, right?
California.
So in California, you've got LA, which is the capital of entertainment. I think the world capital for
I think
entertainment,
crime
right?
Yeah.
also.
Hollywood.
Hollywood, right? So
Hollywood.
you have, I forgot who was it who was talking about this. It might have been like Tim Dillon or some other comic who was actually talking about it. Like, California is the fakest place in the whole wide world.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone who comes there wants to become someone. They
Superstar.
want to be.
So it's where
Oh no, it was Joe Rogan actually.
so
Joe
it's
Rogan
where,
was talking
where,
about it.
where
Right.
fake it till you make it
Yes,
holds
yes,
the most
right.
truth, even when it comes up to the highest level, which
and
is
then
like
and then you have places like San Francisco, which is which has been like overrun by the Silicon Valley now, and these people are now also placating the whole SJW woke sensibilities, right?
Yeah.
first
right.
what the first people to be gay friendly states, right?
Yeah, they had the gay pride in San
Mm.
Francisco.
But
yeah,
is it
one of the
really?
first states.
But then I think when it came down to the whole Asian hate crime, they were one of the where the spotlight was on.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, because they have loads of black people who are attacking Asian people, right? Asian people
yeah.
Yeah.
in San Francisco.
So, they
San
also want to
Francisco
pretend
has-
that doesn't happen.
has
Also, lah.
I would have to say that I think it's one of the most diverse in
Cities,
terms of demographics.
Besides New York City, I
Yes,
and
so
they
you
like
have.
to pretend that they're very harmonious, lah. It's all
I
a
don't think
pretend,
they
lah.
are pretending that they're harmonious. They just celebrate the demographics, the diversity
They're
in
just celebrating the
demographics.
numbers, lah.
Whether
Yeah.
they are in peace and harmony together,
They don't care.
No
that's
one
a
knows.
different.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
a
oh,
totally
like we
that's a
have
different story.
we have
Yeah.
the highest number of this, highest number of that. Are they getting along? We
no,
have
but
the
you just
highest
got to
numbers.
keep in mind, right? So
Yeah.
you have San Francisco and you have Oakland,
Hmm.
which are two cities like just separated by the bridge,
One bridge. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you've got one part which is like super wealthy, super high end, and then you have the other
Mhm.
the other part which
Yeah.
is like loads of projects and poor people.
I think this makes sense though that the Golden Gate Bridge, are they separated by the Golden Gate Bridge?
Might be.
Let's just say they are.
Yeah.
We might be wrong, but who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Reality is a suggestion.
I think.
But-
Highness.
But this makes sense though that the Golden Gate Bridge is dubbed the Suicide Bridge of America Because anyone who travels to Auckland, just when they return, is like, I need to kill myself. I can't believe I just
Oh
visited
no,
the
Oakland
place.
is separate. No, different one. Golden Gate Bridge separates the other place. San Francisco and what's this other place? LA.
No lah.
No. Okay, see, you look at this one. Oh shit. There's Sacramento. I don't know.
Sacramento is the capital of California.
So you see,
California.
Oakland is here. Son of a bitch. Oakland is here. And that's this long ass bridge here.
What
But
bridge is that?
no idea.
what
Golden
bridge is
Gate
that?
Bridge is here.
What bridge is that?
San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge.
The Bay Bridge.
The Bay Bridge. So
right.
that's it's a long ass
So
bridge.
clearly, guys, we have no clue what you're talking about. None of us have. None of
No,
us have been
no.
to San Francisco.
No, I've not.
So the
We have
Golden,
never been to San
yeah, the Golden
Francisco.
Gate Bridge is just straight bridge.
Yeah.
Straight bridge, upwards.
Yeah.
So
So
I don't know what it connects to, but the other one is a curved bridge.
So I guess whoever that is jumping
To
off the Golden
Oakland.
Gate Bridge.
And in between, that's Alcatraz, is it?
No, Alcatraz is here. That's Treasure Island, and then
Treasure Island.
Alcatraz is
It's here.
here, right here.
So
right there.
So I think whoever is jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge, they probably jumped off after witnessing San Francisco.
Why
Yeah.
why
They'll
Golden
be like, I
Gate?
do not want to live here
San
anymore.
Francisco or Oakland?
Either one.
Yeah.
No, because
They're
but,
like, fuck this shit. I'm done with life.
but Golden Gate doesn't connect them to Oakland. It's the other one. Why don't they jump
Yeah.
off the other one?
Okay, let's move on to our next topic.
But why
I
why
mean,
don't they jump off the other one? Like
It's-
it's longer, small place to
more
jump.
people should.
Still Treasure Island some more.
No, it could be people from San Francisco diagnosed with AIDS and then they just jump
Could
on
be.
HIV. you
true,
know?
true,
Or maybe they had devil's breath.
Yes.
They were victims of devil's breath, and they have no recollection of what happened to them to them the
Well,
night before.
They will never
And they
have.
realized that their bank account has been wiped.
Yes.
They won't realize
Yeah.
anything because this one's actually jump. But yeah, Hong Kong, right?
Hong Kong.
Yeah. Hong Kong.
One chai.
That's why I mentioned them
Yeah.
previously. I was trying to create a link, but then I saw how small San Francisco was, and I was like, maybe I pushed it too far. But yes, Devil's Breath. First time
Yeah.
I've heard about it,
Me
but
too.
the stories are ridiculous.
Do you know why the first time you heard of devil's breath? Because you can't remember the last time you heard of devil's breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, the
That's
story.
why.
Yeah, the story is actually that crazy. It's
okay.
like-
Yeah.
Let's get into the story, but this is actually not the first time I've heard of it.
No?
I actually watched a Vice documentary on this.
Lucky, I thought
Yeah.
you were going
And
to
it
say you
was
used it
in,
before.
if I'm not wrong, it was in Colombia,
Wow. Okay.
right? Or I think it was Colombia where people were like losing consciousness,
Yeah.
and the next morning they woke up, no possessions with them, all cash that they had gone, ATM wiped clean, bank account wiped clean.
So it's fucking because
Right.
you're not actually knocked out by the breath.
Yeah.
You are sent into a state of hyper.
It's called the devil's breath, but it's not breath. It's like
it's a
no
powder.
It's like a powdery
it's
substance,
some
right?
form, like some fumes
Yeah.
that actually makes you lose consciousness,
And now during the corona,
and you're still like operating, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah. So it's quite
Yeah.
weird.
So it's like browning out like,
Yeah.
to a certain extent.
it's not even browning out.
Open
This
to
is like
suggestion.
like total mind control. Like from the stories.
Yeah. So I think from this article, from what we read, is that there's a recent spike of devil's breath cash druggings in Hong Kong City. And usually the victims are all British. Most of them are British or Australian.
Expats.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of their stories are the same. Like they were in a bar, they were in a pub, and they go outside for a smoke, and then somehow someone just walked
Okay,
past them.
like
and,
the Wan Chai area, right? Like
Yeah.
has, it is, safe to say it is
The
a
red
little.
light.
It's like half Clarke, half Orchard Towers, but it's just like streets,
right. Okay.
So you've got like many pubs with like Filipinos
Yeah.
and all like inside, like they pretend to be patrons lah,
Yeah,
but
they're working girls lah, basically.
they are working girls and all this kind of
Yeah,
shit, right?
Yeah.
So this is where people go to pick up chicks,
yeah.
right? And the expat community usually goes there for a drink
Yeah.
because it's like a mix of a boys' night out and
With-
some excitement,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And there's shit tons of like triad activity going on. There's like drugs being sold, illegal stuff happening all over the place
Right.
in Wan Chai,
Right.
right? And I'm not surprised that this kind of shit is happening there, but the frequency of it is quite shocking. It's really, really shocking. Like, wow. Like, how many fellas kena already?
Yeah.
And one guy lost like over 10,000
Yeah.
$10,000, and he went for a cricket game, and then they were having drinks after post match drinks,
Mm.
and then all of a sudden the next thing he knew, he woke up, and he was like, "What the fuck just happened?" Nothing to his name.
No, it's quite crazy.
yeah.
He said a lady approached him, and then when he turned around, he saw this guy. I don't know if it's the same. We saw this guy just walking to him with intent in his eye.
Yeah.
Like he thought he was gonna get punched, but then later on it's just a blow, and after that, he just forgets the whole entire.
Yeah, he kind of laughed it off for a minute, carry on chatting the woman, and
And
then
then next thing you
the
know,
next
he
thing
just
you know, it
walks-
was like
wakes up.
a day passed.
Yeah.
And the next morning, and then it's like,
And
wait,
it's
what the
just-
fuck?
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
kind of scary, but on the other hand, also you kind of wonder: are you just making excuses for your one night of debauchery? Like,
No, but then it happened to
Yeah.
other people
to
as
other
well.
people,
yeah. So I think like what's interesting is that recently after the COVID-19 has hit Hong Kong hard, is that we see a recent spike of this kind of cases being reported to the Hong Kong police, to a point where the Hong Kong police is like, dude, we have like hundreds of cases here. We can't really do
Yeah,
much
screw it lah.
because the victims can't remember anything.
Yes.
They can't remember whether they gave the perpetrator money, whether they went to the bank account to withdraw money, whether they've been robbed.
But you
Nothing.
know,
Yeah.
it also brings like certain questions up. Like, wait, ATMs now usually have CCTV cameras. They have like an eyeball camera.
Yes. No,
Right there.
but to track down which ATM the person went to withdraw money, I think that's going to be a lot of.
No, it actually reflects on your statement. What? Which ATM you withdrew from? There's a number.
Oh, you
At
mean if you
each-
go into your bank account and then you search
Yes.
for the thing? Okay.
Yes. So you go into your bank
Yeah.
and you say that there's now my account has been wiped clean.
Yeah.
They can look through the transactions that occurred.
And you
Right.
can reverse it.
No, not even. I'm not saying reverse. He's trying to say tracking.
Tracking,
where
like,
did it
yeah,
happen
where
or
did it
whatever.
happen, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how they know about it lah.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
but
know.
then
but-
you can tell which ATM machine
Yeah.
you withdrew the money from.
But if the guys are smart,
Mhm.
they would know that ATM have cameras and they wouldn't be
You
in
mean
the
the
sight of the
dragon,
cameras.
the
You know what I
dragon
mean?
breath guys?
They
No,
would
but
be.
but at least you know where the money was
Yeah.
withdrawn
They'll be
from.
from afar
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, go to the ATM, draw the money."
Yeah.
You guy will be like,
So
"Okay."
so
man."
from there you can start like checking the CCTV cameras around the
Around,
area,
yeah.
businesses, like buildings, hotels, or
Yeah.
office buildings, or whatever lah. So you go and search.
But it's too much hassle. Too much hassle for Guilo lah.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Wow.
Lim Wei Ming.
Wow, wow.
I wanted to say that. I wanted to say that since the beginning. You mentioned Hong Kong, because that's where he goes. "Si鬼鬼佬啊，丟你老母，
李伟明，
丟你老母鬼佬."
Yeah.
You said it again.
李伟明，
I think that only means round eyes or something, right?
Huh?
No, white demon.
White devil.
Yeah, white devil. Yeah, white devil. Yeah, which can be considered derogatory.
It is.
But in this
But if
instance,
it comes from me,
no, but in this
it's okay.
but
As a Jew, you can say anything you want.
It's okay. Yeah.
in this instance, the white devil was the victim, lah. So
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
Yeah.
Or was he?
yeah.
Or was he? It could be collaboration.
You know, if we ever visit,
cooperation between many Guilos.
if we ever visit Hong Kong for like a holiday, if anyone wants to victimize me, because when I go and withdraw my bank account, you'd be like, oh shit, I think I need to
The
give
guy,
this person money.
the guy.
So I'm going to be the opposite of these fuckers who wake up the next day and be like, wait, why do I have like $2,000 cash?
Yeah. No.
Whose money is it? And then there'd be a note in there. It's like, hey, bro,
sorry.
like, sorry for your life, lah.
Sorry
Just
for your life.
Here's some money to for you to get some food and pay your rent.
It'll be the other way around. Either that or you end up waking up really sore because you got beaten up. Why? Because I wasted my dragon's breath on you.
No,
Now
I think
owe more.
No,
No,
I
I-
don't think that will happen.
no, I think they'll take so much pity on me, but like, I don't want to whack this guy. Like, just give him some cash.
no, he'll wake up with stitches.
Oh,
He
they
would
stole
have
his
lost,
kidney.
yeah, lost couple of organs.
No,
Yeah,
they,
for
no,
big
they wouldn't want to
kidneys.
take my kidneys or my liver or whatever because they've been with me throughout the whole night. They
Oh, they
know how
know.
much I eat and drink and how unhealthy I am. Like, I don't even want any part of this.
You're
person's
talking
life.
about criminals here. They will still sell that shit.
The criminal. I believe that the criminal will be like, just give him $500, lah. Just send him back to the hotel. Let's not waste our time. Let's find another victim.
That's how
Yeah.
he would do it.
Yeah.
I would see the guy
And
coming
then, but what the criminal doesn't know is that I keep all this cash in a safe box.
right here.
Yeah, and then just go around Hong Kong looking for other people to give me devil's breath.
So
I can make some
basically,
money.
he's the predator.
He is the predator.
But on my end, right, if I would go there, right, I would willing accept it. I would ask them, "Do you have devil's breath? I want to forget my life. Come on, let's do it. Just let me snort the thing." They would be afraid because I would empty their supply. This guy is coming around, sniffing all the thing up.
Yeah.
He's sucking up like a vacuum. He is the worst person. He's like the human Dyson. He's just coming around and
On emptying devil's breath supply. Should we end this podcast?
yes.
Yeah.
Ciao.